Good afternoon, Football Friday. Sean Higgs coming at you here, September 10th. NFL in the books. Tampa Bay pulls it out over the total. We don't get there in the free pick video. It happens. It happens. So a little busy day here. I'm say busy. I'm not loving the baseball schedule here. There's a couple games I like. College football is up, Coastal Carolina. But if you see underneath, I got a bunch of Saturday free picks going in college football. We got seven free picks up there. And again, college football is 66%, 12-6 on the video with our college. Good job there. So welcome. Right off the bat, I got to say, usually I'm not the hype machine for premium stuff, but I do got a special up if you're interested. And hope somebody's interested. Why not? $49.99. You can't beat it. 3 days. Get it tomorrow, so that way you'll get college, all college, NFL, Monday Night Football. I got 17 games up already, just between college and NFL. And $49.99, you'll get baseball also included if you want to get down. Wonderful. If not, okay, no worries. I'm just throwing it out there because that's what I do sometimes. But welcome to the show. Again, I'm just on trying to YouTube. All right, there's YouTube. I'm going to say, like, the Facebook, just I don't understand why it takes so long to come to Facebook. There we go. And it's always a little bit behind, but it is what it is. Dave's coming in. Blue Jays run line. What's your best pick in baseball? Well, my best pick in baseball today is probably going to be the Phillies right off the bat. I like the Phillies. Colorado. All right. We had Colorado yesterday. Marquito on the hill. He's got a 5-something ERA on the road. He's got a 5.70 ERA his last 7 starts. I think he's given up like 7, 5, 4, 6 runs. So he's good to give up runs. Colorado also just 19-50 on the road. We know that. So I'm going to lay the 130, 135 range here with Philly. Maybe run line it. It's plus money. So Philly's my favorite baseball play today. I really don't like all baseball, David. And you should notice. You look at some of these lines here, big fave, stuff like that, just bad teams playing. Give me the Phils. Blue Jays run line, again, only way to go with Robbie Ray. I don't know what he's laying run line. I'm guessing I'm probably in like the 140 range, right? I mean, this is 175. Oh, he's laying 280. Not laying 170. I'm not laying $1.80. If you're going to lay $1.80 on a run line, just lay the $2 to $2.50. I mean, that's for me. You're getting to a point. There's no difference between 180 on a run line and 270 or whatever the heck he's laying. Stimony, easy money, never in doubt with the boys. And I got to say, Dak, I was not expecting Dak to look good. I've said this all the times, right? We were all over Dallas early. 6.5. This line is shady looking. Balloons up. Why not? And I thought that's based on Dak not playing and how healthy is he going to look. Dude, Dak threw the ball like 50 times last night. I did not see that coming. I was totally wrong about how that game would play with him on the field. Because what I read about Amari was like, he's not really healthy. I mean, how aren't you healthy in September? I'll give you 2 weeks. Say you get hurt in the game. But, yeah, surprise with Dallas. Or not Dallas, with Dak. Richie P in the house. Good morning. Tyreek, how are you? So we got Coastal tonight as my college play. Baseball we're going to jump into. Marlins first 5 here. I like Rogers. And Anderson versus Miami. He's been giving up some runs there. He's given up 7 runs in 7 innings and 9 walks in those times. So I'll take a shot Miami at plus 160. Again, Phillies, a run line and the money line just based on I don't like Colorado here. We had him yesterday. Wonderful. This spot, not so much. Marquis not pitched well. Yeah, they did. They look good. I was not what are you gonna do, Stim? Good. You see my Randy White helmet. You know who I'm a fan of back here. I'm pleasantly surprised, happy. But yeah, so underneath we have a lot of college rolling out. I'll flip that up here for Saturday just so you can get a quick look at the college football for tomorrow. What I'm looking at here. Ohio State over the total there. We mentioned this. We talked about a couple of these games already. Oregon, I didn't see that was fine. Struggled a little bit. We knew that was going to go on. That's why we had Fresno. But here, Ohio State, they're going to get up and down the field. It might take a little bit to get there. Well, listen, would I love to see 21-17 in the first quarter? Yeah. We'll probably get that somewhere around 30 to 20 at the half, probably. But I think we see some offense here. So over to 63.5 for me. UAB in the spot here for Georgia. I like UAB, but they're playing a team in Jacksonville State that we kind of like. So we stayed away. We kind of like the under. We know about their defense. UAB, like Conference USA champs, not a bad team. Step up a class for sure. You're playing Georgia, right? Big bad SEC, a team that I got them to win a national championship. Georgia, I like Georgia. But off that Clemson game, let's be honest, they did not look that good. Clemson, I didn't think, I thought Clemson was going to more. I thought Georgia would score a little more than what they did. So was this a game where they could probably run out and rout a team? Yeah, they got South Carolina on deck, not a huge thing where they're going to be pumped up for and looking ahead, but still. UAB could maybe get a little backdoor for us here, so 24.5. But I like the 27 or 28 or 29 that it opened up. Absolutely. Did I get that number? No, but I still think 24.5 is good. Iowa under again. Iowa State, always a ugly game. I mean, the one guy would, but you get two pick sixes, and the game still stayed under. They had 30 points at the half. I mean, I was happy for that. So I'll come right back on the under here. First team to 20 wins. As long as this game doesn't go to like overtime 17-17, turns into a wild one, I think we should get the under. I'm hoping to get the under. I like the under. Whiskey here. They look terrible. And here they go. We get Eastern Michigan, MAC team. Maybe I'm bad on the MAC. I don't know. I liked Ohio win against a bad Syracuse team. They can run out of home. Sort of a little, initial lean was like, Western Michigan was like a kind of trendy pick. I'm like, you know what? We came in on the video here. I think we ended up saying take Michigan in that spot. And they rolled them here. I just think Wisconsin's going to get healthy, and some of these MAC teams are bad. Or maybe I'm just overreacting to a bad week of MAC action. But I definitely had to downgrade my little way I look at the MAC. And Michigan. Aforementioned Michigan being Western Michigan, a pretty good, decent MAC opponent, right? And Washington's in off a loss. This line a couple weeks ago opened up. It was like at 2 maybe. Michigan as a fave. Now it's up to 6, 7 in some spots. Can you say the value's gone? Like you wanted to say Washington, be like, hey, they were supposed to be a pick 'em basically. Now you're getting a touchdown. I don't know. This offense, when I did the preview show, I said that Washington, as much as the love they're getting, I didn't like the quarterback situation. And that's not going to heal itself going from a small school to the big house. So I'll lay with Michigan here, and Harbaugh, hot seat Harbaugh, beat Washington with some QB problems. If they're going to come out here, it's one thing playing down a team and struggle and 10-7 at the half, and you come out when 38-22 or something, whatever. Outright loss with that QB play? Yeah, not interested. Stanford, give me some Stanford plus 18. K-State last week, they were open as a fave. They went to a 3-point dog, neutral field. I'm like, what's going on here? Kansas State had them from an opening kick. I told you, I turned the game on 4 minutes, not even. It's like 3 minutes and 8 seconds into the third quarter. They had used 2 timeouts already, and they were down 24-0. I'm like, ooh. So bad game by Shaw. Bad game by Stanford. Maybe it was an early clock game, whatever they want is bad. You lost badly. It looked bad. 18 USC. I do not like Hilton. Should they be favored by this much? I don't know. Give me Stanford to bounce back. Again, much like UAB, maybe we get a backdoor cover. And the SMU first half over 30.5. It's like 70-something for the game. You want to do that? Wonderful. Last year's game, 61-35. SMU loves to just get out there and run. Let those ponies free. And North Texas, they got a old coach worked under Mike Leach, a little air raid kind of guy. He wants to chuck it too. So over to 30.5. Those are the Saturday picks. But let's get back to the chitty chat. A period, H period. Here he is. This is the king of NJ Transit right here. Anybody got problems with the trains? This guy runs the trains in New Jersey. Mr. Jordan, how are you today? The Pine Bluff Llama's in the house, eagerly awaiting Saints Packers on Sunday. Eric's here. Good morning. Antoine, how are you? I'm all right. Glad to see you. I'm in a bad slump. Got to go back to basics. 5 for 1, 0 for 2 is my gambling motto. Listen, some are part of the betting. All right. You just have to ease back your play. Just grind it out. You got to it's a grind. Don't get into a slump don't start firing away then on a college football Saturday thinking you're going to bust out. Try to find your favorite, or if you want to bet a bunch, small denominations, because the worst is when you're in a slump, right? And you're like, I can't bet anymore. And then you sit out and like you had to do 3 games you liked and they all win, and you're going to be annoyed coming the next day over the top and try to bully the book back because you think you're due. Lower the bankroll, lower the bet, and just grind it out. North Dak, money line. UTEP plus 26. I got to find all these games. You can't just put these up like this because then I got to go search for them. Put the matchups up for me so I can find them. Put the matchups up. So I'll come back to that, Chris. Let's stick to the original thing. And, we all do that, Eric. It happens, And that's why sometimes I get to Richie in a second. When I come on, I'm like, all right, well, I kind of like this game. And people are like, whoa, do you like it? I'm not bending. I don't want to talk you out of it. Like, this is why I'm not really interested in it because of this reason. You can't talk yourself out. If that's the case, just don't play. Don't play. Richie says Coastal. I like Coastal, right? I mean, I got him up here in the video. Is it worrisome that the last 2 times they played, they were like a little dog in Kansas, and now they're basically a 4-touchdown favorite? You got to win by a ton here. Is it warranted? Coastal's a good little small program, much better than Kansas right now. But again, it's worrisome laying that kind of number, but they have to make a statement. For me, it's just a statement game for them. They get to play a big team. You can't just come in here and win by 10. Dookie, over 55.5. I gotta find these games. All right, so Boise's playing UTEP. That's tonight's game. I mean, we'll see how UTEP does. I gotta find all these games. You guys don't even have a rotation number for me. You just throw up games. I don't know where they even are in here. Boise State under. Blue Jays over. Think they're gonna hit here? Robbie Ray on the hill for them. Oakland over the 8.5. The 9.5 for Toronto. Like, are they going to be all giddy, sweeping the Yanks, come out flat, maybe just win 4-0? I mean, I like Ray, but I'm not laying 180 on a run line. Rob Franklin, good morning. 49ers up to 9 now. ATS Zelander. Should have grabbed it at 7. You could have came in here in August and saw our NFC West preview, and we did games of the first week. I said, get that touchdown right now. Cincy Murray State. There's probably, I don't have those. I don't have the little lines in front of me. I'm not going to go digging for the show. JK. Fernando, good morning. Welcome to the show. I'll switch out. So those are the, let me switch the banners out. I'll put this one back on the bottom. Scroll the Saturday plays. And again, I fill up the 3-day pass. Usually I don't hype myself, but 3 days for $50 can't go wrong. And you get all of, like I said, I got 9 college and 8 NFL for Sunday already. Iowa State under. I'm with you. Exactly, Eric. It's a always old school 80s football. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, turnovers, defense, punting. JKT's Tampa, Niners, and Jags. Well, Tampa, would you get a push or would you get the line out there? Because that's either a push or a loss. Maybe you got to win if you got it at 6 early. Niners, tease that down. Okay, like that. Jaguars, plus money against the Texans, right? Seems logical play. 3-point fave. 3-team teasers. You can make money on teasers. You know what? Hold on. I got to, as much as I got to get rid of that little thing. Get rid of I don't like, but no. The pass that I mentioned the pass. That's it. I don't. I'm just keep it scrolling there. All right, we're back. We're back. Here we go. All right, yeah. So, Indy's playing Utah State. UTEP Boise. It's a Boise game. I had no real thought on that because UTEP's played like some bad teams. Boise, again, you got a little miracle cover for us last week. I might lean with you there. Am I betting it? No. And Utah State, I'm not high on Utah State. What's the? Let me find that line. I don't have it on this screen because it's an added game. I know my added game screen on. I apologize. If it's something good, because I don't, I'm not high on Utah State, Chris. So depending on what the line is, teaser's worth in the NFL. Here is the old, even like the big money line fades in college football, people want to jump on, throw them in for some easy money and $100, bet 8 games to win 150 or whatever the case would be. NFL teasers, I think you can find value. I say NFL is this. If you like, the dogs win outright and the favorites cover. Spreads doesn't really come down to a lot of the games, believe it or not. I don't think so. I don't feel, if I say this all the time. If I like my dog, I want to win outright. If I like my fave, it's a route. But the teaser's worth it? Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. And it's a little psychological too, Eric, because you're thinking, I like this team, right? But I don't like them at this number. It's too many. So I want to get it down to even or double it up to more points or whatever the case may be. So I think it'd be worth it. If they win, hey, as long as you're winning, it's definitely worth it, right? I mean, had a teaser on Tampa in the under, which guys was overall disappointing Bucks. Going to be, you're going to get the premiums for a weekend. Thanks, sir. Yeah, I mean, a lot of game. Like I said, and I'm probably going to add a couple to the mix as well. So definitely worth it. The Tampa won, and let's be honest. I said that I had the under, and I was like, this game. You heard me say this game could be some kind of wild shootout, or it could be something bad. Dallas can play, and let's be honest, and I don't like the coach. This is like Gary revisited. Play calling, the missed opportunities. That game could have not been close for them. Get a couple turnovers. It's football. It's football. Good game to start the season, all right? We don't want something crazy where you're going to be like, really, this is the way it's going to be? And then comments will be like, well, at least we have football, even though it's 46-13. It was a good game. Gets everybody excited. A lot of action. Fun. Michael Buena's in the house. Good morning. North Dakota, Utah State. Another North Dakota, Utah State. I do not like Utah State. But is this a game I'm betting on today, Dave? No, we want to go a little, take a little dog action. Let's sprinkle it in. I won't blame you there. I'm not a Utah State guy, but on the same thing, yeah. I'm going to pull up the added games here for this. Hold on a second. 6.5. I mean, this just begs you to take North Dakota, right? I mean, what's the money line here? At this price, totals 53 plus 210 on the money line. I would take North Dakota and even sprinkle some money line in there, believe it or not. When I see bigger schools giving low numbers to the smaller schools, I'm just automatically drawn to it. So let's go North Dakota. I wasn't high in Utah State anyway. 6.5. Come on. All over the Padres money line today. All over Joe Musgrove. I mean, how can you be all over the Padres team? I mean, I guess they're playing a little better, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be all over them. I mean, Urias is having a nice season. That guy's having a nice year. Nobody's even talking about him because he's got Scherzer and Buehler on his team. He got 16-3 with a 3 ERA. But on the same token, for plus 140, do you want to take it? mean, it's a low number for the Dodgers for sure. Giants run line. I didn't have that one in front of me. Where's the Giants versus the Cubbies? Again, Hendricks somehow has won, 15 games? 14-6 for this team? I guess it'd be a run line or nothing, right? You're taking the Giants, best team in baseball. Angels first 5 against Houston. I was looking at that. I almost said, I take the Angels today against Valdez. And UTEP plus the 26. I got no thought on that game. I want to see UTEP play another game. King D, good afternoon. Yeah, got to, see what the numbers are for your teasers. I mean, they're fun. I get it. But this is exactly why I try to stay off the app and not go into crazy stuff like that. Because next thing you know, if you're like a $10, $15 bet, whatever people bet here. I mean, I'm on different spectrum there. But you start throwing them like, oh, it's 150 and I'm going to win 980. You're like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, they look really good until you go 7-1, something loses, and you're like, So just be careful with those things. I mean, they're fun. I'm not looking for fun. Los Rockies game over. That was a tough one. All right, going with the Reds. Lock it in. Full game money line. Full game money. Here, I want to take Molly. I do. But Lester and half these guys have buried me the last couple weeks. I can't. I mean, and the line's come down. It's come down 20 cents. TCU, I do like TCU. I like the Cal coach, but I more like him in the Pac-12 as a dog. So I didn't bet this game, but I was definitely in TCU. I looked at it, Michael. So, yeah, I sort of like TCU a bit here. So I'm not going to say no to that. I'm just trying to think. I looked at it, and Cal's he has a good dog number. I just don't. I'm seeing if I can find it somewhere, but let's go A&M today. 2 touchdowns, get it done. You got SEC coming up next. Beat up. Oh, excuse me. I'm talking about the Big 12 game on deck here after Cal. I said SEC, but you got your regular schedule, your regularly scheduled programs coming in with TCU. So beat Cal here. Patterson he hasn't been having a defenses like he's had in the past. Dodgers remain Padres there. Yep. Love Coastal. Love Michigan State minus 20.5. Buffalo plus 480 money line. Buffalo Bulls against Nebraska. Michigan State's, I didn't really look at Michigan State, but, we liked them against Northwestern because they're back. They got, you're bringing back guys off of a team that was terrible, so you got a lot of continuity back. And 20.5, it's like, oh, are you ready to lay that kind of number even against, smaller schools is the question. What else we got here? The TCU totals 47.5. So yeah, still liking that, would you? Hit the like button, please. Thanks, Mike. No, there's never any easy money. Padres 7-6 for Dodgers here. There you go. He's saying the Padres. You think the Dodgers owned them? Of late, though, see, I think recent games. I'll pull up. I think Al is right here, because beginning of the year, the Padres got them. They were I remember because they were like come from behind wins. That was early. Recent. I'm pulling up the schedule here. Dodgers, yeah. So this is where it's, Dodgers swept them last week. 5-2, 5-3, 4-0. Before that, Padres swept them at home. And in the beginning of the year, San Diego took 3 or 4 in LA. So coming off a sweep it's easy to say they've owned them because that's our recent memory. The Padres were in a swoon then, and it was just like, oh, this is added fuel to the fire, whatever you want to call it. Padres are playing bad. They get swept by the Padres. Padres playing bad. They get swept by the Dodgers, and the Dodgers all of a sudden tied for first place or whatever the case may be. But the first games, San Diego 6-1 in April, and then back in June when they played. So, yeah, I just think Urias has been tough. Like Cal myself, after I lost with them last week, yikes. You like Cal? I like Nevada last week. I'm not that high on Cal. Maybe I was just because I was a little higher on Nevada. But listen, we can talk about every game and find a million, why we like something in every game, right? We say this all the time. We can, as I mentioned, I got 9 college football games tomorrow. Could there easily be several more if I throw some totals out there? Yeah. I mean, I don't know, 11.5 big for Cal? Possibly. I don't know. It's always a team's never as bad as they look. They're coming off a bad loss, but again, so I'm not betting it. Like TCU, that's that. Am I betting it? No. Did I see Cal covering? Yeah, anything's possible. That's why I'm not going to bet it. If I thought I had an edge, I'd be betting again. KJ, what do you think about under Cubs game? 9.5. As I mentioned, Hendricks has pitched well, decently. Leon, I don't know much about for the Giants. Looks a little. I almost want to take the over, believe it or not. I mean, Hendricks had a 70 ERA his last few starts. All right, so he's been getting hit a little bit. Maybe he's ready to give it up. I mean, 8 runs last game, 4 before that, 1 run, and then 9 runs. So, again, that was at Milwaukee. At home versus Milwaukee, got him for 9 runs. Colorado got him for 4 runs here, and that White Sox got him for 8. So, and Pittsburgh got him for 6 runs. So, you know what? We might make a little San Fran and run line and overplay here, folks. We got to come in at 140. I mean, I don't know much about Leon, so it has to be a run line. So maybe San Fran run line in the over after looking at Hendricks' numbers. See, that's why, initially I looked at him like, oh, Hendricks been decent. I don't want to get involved in it. I don't know much about Leone. And then you look at the numbers and you're like, yikes. San Francisco treat. King D, yeah. Always a good slate in college football. You got enough games to always be a good slate. Basically, you can turn on and be like, there's not much here I love. I don't like the pitching matchups. You can say, bad day. College football Saturday, you're always going to have a good slate because there'll always be something out there. Giants money line for Nick. It's top of my food chain here, 140, but I'll agree. Pirates stink against Washington. Maybe just play the over 8.5 in that Pirate game. You want to get down some uglies. We're bumping uglies with the Pirates and the Nats. I like the Mets today. I don't know who we got. Montgomery and Megel. Again, I can't bet the Yanks on a 3-game losing streak. If I'm going to come in on the Yankees, it's going to be a run line because I don't want to lay $1 with them. And say if I lose a run line, I feel like I'm making money because I'm trying to get back more. But I don't want to. What's the line? 120. I don't want anything to do with this game today. I got a slumping Yankee team and a Mets team that don't know if they're coming or going. They don't even know. They're getting up. They're looking around. Like the guy at the parties, like walking back and forth, like just looking around. Like, should I get something to eat? I'm like, where's the bathroom? Who's outside on the deck? Is there anybody watching TV? The Mets are just, I don't know what to do with the Mets. Over Giants for sure. Hendricks' numbers are home and bad. Yeah, his numbers are bad at home, and his numbers of late are bad. Under Mets game, I could do that, King D. Darius coming in. Dodgers run line. Giants run line. Over Orioles. Coastal. Boise. Titans. Browns. All right, let's go through. All right, so Dodgers run line. Why not? I can take a shot. Why not? Why lay the number? And I said, yours has been good. Okay, let's go. Giants. I just mentioned that. Let's go on the run line and the over there. Yes. over in the Orioles game. Someone else liked the over in the Orioles game. Do we just think the Jays are going to come out and club these guys for 7 runs? I like Robbie Ray, but I think he'd shut him down. I guess. I mean, we want to go over to 9.5. I see a 9. I see a random 9 out of one casino. Coastal, yes. Boise spread. Again, a Boise UTEP game. I don't want. I mean, I had Boise last week, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to get involved with that. UTEP. It's easy to grab UTEP, thinking they're going to cover this because they played a little better, but it's a little step up in competition from what they played. Titans moneyline NFL Browns. Titans. I like the over in that Arizona game, so I'll go with you on that Titans. I'll have to think about it. I think the line's 3. Browns plus the points and over. I'm getting more and more into that over for that Browns game. I don't have the line right in front of me, but I'm liking the over. But I'm tossed up between the Chiefs and Cleveland. I'm actually leaning, as much as I like the Browns, and I got Browns, some Super Bowl futures going here and division win and stuff like that. I'm actually thinking Kansas City here, believe it or not. You nuts for liking the Hogs? Listen. I got to get the Texas at 3.5 last week. I just feel like Arkansas, and I said I had Rice plus 21. They are 20, and they lose by half there. Like Arkansas's favorite. They're 5 and now they're 6 and 32 the last 37, and they were a favorite by 20, a spot they've never been in. And here again, it opened at 3. Of course, it immediately jumps right up because Arkansas hasn't been that good. And am I laying here with Texas the way they looked in that first week? It's a tough one. I don't know. If you like the Hogs, I mean, it would. If you're not sure, I wouldn't play that. I mean, I got Texas, but because I just like why it still seems low to me the way Texas plays or the way the Arkansas has been. Just took run line Giants. I like it for now. What do you got on run line? What is it? What's the number on that? So I like that myself. Then a good pitcher. Last time I said I got lit up for 3 in the first 2 or Rockies. Live bet the. Hey, you can live bet them. If it's run line, I think it could be worth a shot there. Suarez hit homer. I love it, Mike. Thanks for coming in because you always come in with the home run props. 1649 versus Leicester, 6 jacks. I can't stand. This red team. Man, thank goodness I'm not a Red fan. I'd be like out of my mind. Although I do used to like Adam Dunn was there. Him and Adam Dunn and Austin Kearns. Even money. Giants run line. All right, Mike. Again, see, even money, is it worth it? I don't know. You know what? I might come in even money run line there. I might come in there. Who knows? I mean, I got the Phils right now, and I got Miami. First 5. Put the rating small. Well, the rating on the bottom is for the scroll is Saturday's game. These picks here are for today. This is tonight's games. Coastal, Miami, Marlins first 5, and Phillies. These are today's. The bottom is just the Saturday college football. You want the Saturday college football up top? I'll switch it around for Saturday. Reds don't hit Leicester. They've hurt me. Leicester and Hap, they've done, I don't even know what they've done the last couple of games. Giants run line for me, plus $1. All right. Oh, look at this guy. Look what the cat drags in. Mr. New York himself. All right, Saturday game. All right, I'll switch the banners for you. Hold on. And there you go. Saturday games in the chat for you, Dr. Ward. Jay's alt line. Got the brooms out for the Yanks. Castellanos home run props, 7-16, 5 extra bits of 3 homers. You take one of those red guys, and there's probably somebody else you can grab too. Like, who's the other good guy they got on their team? I mean, like, take one of those guys that hit a homer against Leicester. They should get a homer. Brew Crew today versus Cleveland. Doogie Howser. Um, let's see. You know what? I'd go Brewers. They said, how do these guys just find ways to win? They just do. Braves run line, Dodgers money line, Cubbies. Jumping on Hendricks, huh? Yeesh. Dodgers. We've seen some mixed info here. We got mixed. We got some people like the Padres, some people like the Dodgers. Braves run line. I'm not looking for Braves. I got Florida first 5 here. Going Florida or Miami Marlins now. I got the Miami Marlins first 5 there with Rogers. Anderson's given up 7 runs and 7 in the 3rd innings, 9 walks, 2 starts versus Miami. So can I scrape a couple across the board? I just need 2-0, 1-0. I'm happy first 5. I'm happy. Ball State versus Penn State. Yeah, I'm not Ball State though is not a listen. The MAC. I was wrong on my MAC predictions last week, so hopefully I'm right this week because I'm going against a couple. I'm taking whiskey to go against Eastern Michigan. So Kyle's here. KCSA, good job. Giants money line thing. We like the Giants. Okay, we kind of like the Giants here. So yes, Tigers first 5 versus Waka. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going against Tampa. Brio, what's the word, my guy? I'm liking Miami first 5, and I like Phillies full game and money line. Run line, and a minus 133 for the full game. Marlins can't score. It's all right. I got a guy on the hill who doesn't give up any runs, so we'll see what happens. Penn State's 34-10, barely getting there. Penn State's barely getting to the total of 22. If you think the game's 34-10 and the line's 23, I'm not betting that one. That's not mine. 44-10, I jump in. 33-10 giving 22, 23, no thank you. All righty. Again, the college games Friday are scrolling. If you want, I didn't even grade the contest picks. Where's my little contest book? Oh, dear. Contest book. So, right now in the contest, yeesh. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people 1-0. $21, 0-21. So we'll see what happens going into tonight's Coastal game. People might be even, might be 2-0, might be 0-2. Yeah, you know what? I switched it up here. Someone was asking for the college football for tomorrow. I'll throw it back on the bottom scroll. Scrolling on the bottom. Tonight's games. Sorry, buddy. Giants, Cubs. Kind of liking the Cubs here, and Giants and the over. Definitely on that over. I'm thinking I'm going to jump in on that 9.5. Hendricks, that's been bad lately. NC Tampa Cowboys, but it was a close game. I don't know. I'm not sure how it turned out. Nats as dogs today. Yeah, Nats as dogs against Tampa. I don't know who's on the hill for Washington, but against Tampa, against the Pirates. But again, Bill, is this something we really want to hang out with? I mean, do you like the Nets? Should they beat the Pirates? I think so. I like the lineup. I got a Soto signed jersey down here. Which be yes, sir. You know it, fella. Everyone is on the Giants. I see this live betting game. Take the Giants team total over 5. Definitely like the over in that game more than again 150. That's like the top of my price range on run lines, but excuse me, on money lines. That's why I jumped to run line. But I like the over, so I agree with you there. What do I think of the Ravens and Baltimore? People are going to react and jump into that. I wasn't that high on the Raiders based on their offensive line. So let's see. You got some issues there, right? Crazy running back situation. I think the receiver was hurt too. So we kind of quarterback Morris. Let's go. A lot of tight end sets. He'll just be running. There's going to be read options. He's just going to be running all over the place. Maybe I think I'd look more to the under there maybe now. Believe it or not. I think, you know what? Took Tampa minus 2.5 second half. That's a rough one. Honestly, my son had a game yesterday. It was a 6:00 game. And so I didn't watch a lot of the game. I didn't watch any of the game. I watched 5 minutes of it, I think. I had ordered, so we had a little a fundraiser, right? Get our little football shirts. So I bought a bunch of shirts, like $700 worth of like sweatshirts, t-shirts. Again, me, my son, my daughter, my wife got them like they had like leggings. I'm like, let me get some basketball shorts for him and me. We always wear shorts. So I got 2X shirts and 3X. I'm like, I don't know how they fit. I think they were starting to try some on. So the shirt I had on yesterday at the game, it was a single X shirt and it was baggy on me. I put a 2X. It was like a tank top. I looked like the dude in Boogie Nights, Dirk's friend. Who was that? Philip Seymour Hoffman, where he's like, hey, Dirk, and he's got like the little half shirt on with his belly hanging out. That was like a 2X shirt, and the other one's an extra large, and it's nice on me. I don't know. I hate clothes. Anyway, that's my clothes rant for today. Why I didn't watch the football game. Hendricks has been good to me at home in my career so far. Oh, okay. We talked about Hendricks before. His last start at home, 8 runs in 4 innings. Sorry about that. 4 runs in 7 innings versus Colorado. Start before that, 9 runs in 4 innings, Milwaukee. 2 and 6, 5 and 4. This is when he had his good run going back. But recently, he's been bad, Elliott, at home. August 12th, 4 innings, 11 hits, 9 earned runs. 7 innings, 9 hits, 4 earned runs. 4 innings, 5 hits, 6 earned runs. That was against the Pirates. He's got a 5.55 ERA at home, and opposing teams are hitting 2.97 against Hendricks. Let's just go. Let's take the Giants over. Bill, no opinion on this 26 here. I know people want to grab it, and you're thinking UTEP. I don't know. If you're asking me, maybe I take. I don't even tell you to take them because I had them in the first game, right? I was laying 10 with them first game. I got me the money. I took Boise last week. I had the right number. I got a win. This game here, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's 26. I want to lean the dog, but why even ask it? But am I betting it? No. Boogie Nights. Speaking of Boogie Night, I'll go to my little movie reference here. So we know that's all like based on like little John Holmes kind of stuff. But if you've ever seen Wonderland with my guy Val, I love Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, Wonderland, and I like Spartan. I actually bought Spartan on Prime for like $2.99. I like Spartan. But Wonderland is like the real story of like that whole like robbery scene. It is nuts. Has anybody seen it? Wonderland? Oh, the music's playing. My wash is done. I have a little band, mariachi band. Tijuana Brass comes out. Your laundry's done. Yeah. Those are the numbers on them, Elliot. That's why it's like you think, oh, he's been pitching good. Because I even take a minute and think, oh, Andrew's having a nice year. He's got 14 wins. And then you go back and look at what he's done recently. Like, that's the game I'm not looking at. 150 on the road with a fave. I'm not the one to get involved with that. It's the end of baseball. I'm having a little losing baseball season, so I'm not forcing my hand on games. But then people are asking about Giants Cubs because it's an afternoon game. You dig into it, and Hendricks, not so good. Not so good. Minus 141 now? Come on, really? I was just going to grab him at even money. I got to roll in here. I got to roll in the sites. Oh no. No. Oh, that's money line's 140. Yeah, money. Yeah, they were always 140 money line, but run line they were plus 105. Yeah, Wonderland was crazy. Kansas might win outright. Bold take for Mr. Downey. I think he got hit in the head at a over 50 softball game. Now, I think for this Giant game, I think it's definitely a. I'll tell you what. The number here, they got juice to the under 120, and it's plus money to the over. I think the under is going to be in play here. This looks like it's going to be an under game. Again, real fast, you have the 3-day pass up there, and if you use the promo code on top of it, it's $31.99. $31, $32, and I already got 17 college and NFL games up. Just so you know. Just so you know. Kansas win outright. I think he's only making a joke, Ellie. I don't really think he thinks Kansas is going to win outright. All right, we're going to roll out again. Yeah, there's a Groupon. There's a Groupon for the package. Yeah, there's a Groupon. It's $39.99, and you can promo it up, and it's $31.99. This guy's got a 30. I saw somebody's got it for $31.99 for 3 days. I don't know. Whatever. If you want it, wonderful. If not, you'll be kicking yourself thinking you should have got it tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday football. But I'm out of here. We'll be back Saturday. We'll go over college, a lot of games. Again, here I've got a bunch of college football up here. Free picks, college football's 12-6, 66% so far. And obviously, you see, we put a bunch of games up. And I'll have these games tomorrow, and I'll grab a couple of the more marquee games for tomorrow we'll talk about, unless I'm selling them. So, all right, $11 is the deal. How do you go wrong for $11 a day? Especially if you like to bet games, you like to bet volume, I'm your guy. Like I said, we got 20 games up already. And we're not done. Baseball, I'll probably throw a game or two out of baseball. I didn't even get to my totals yet. So, all right. I'm out of here, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good Friday. Have fun. Be safe. And I'll see you on Saturday.